Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be sharing my Second and Spruce wax collection with you all. So throughout 2024 and in previous years as well, I have been going through vendor by vendor and sharing each of my collections with you. And I thought that I was done. Then the other day, I had this realization that I never did Second and Spruce. And I never did Second and Spruce, I think, because I was waiting for a certain pre-order to come in, and I was going to do it when that pre-order came in, and then just totally forgot about it, I guess. So it has slipped past my mind. So I'm going to do that for you guys today. We're going to go through and see all the Second and Spruce that I have. I filmed it behind the camera, so I'll cut to that here in just a second. But Second and Spruce has become one of my top favorite vendors of all time. I love her wax so much. It performs amazing for me in my home. And I have not heard of anybody yet having any sort of poor performance with Second and Spruce. Her wax is truly exceptional. So I have quite the collection, and I will say I am so surprised at how quickly this size collection has amassed, because I've only been purchasing from her for a year now. So in a year, I've gotten all of this wax, but no regrets. I'm going to enjoy every little bit of it. But without further ado, let's get into seeing all of the goodies that I have from Second and Spruce. I have a feeling that this is going to be a long video based on everything that I have sitting in front of me, so buckle up. I'm going to start with the scent cups. Normally she sends these as samples. I have 4 of them. First up, I have Miss Priss. This is green tea, honey, peach, rose, sandalwood, and musk. And a lot of times these I will cut into 4. Her wax is so strong that you can get great performance out of a smaller amount. This is a really fresh, floral, perfumey type fragrance. It kind of makes me think that this might be a Bath & Body Works type or something, but I'm not entirely positive. Lost at Sea. This is Ocean Waves, Sea Breeze, Grassy Dunes, and Dark Berries. This one to me smells a lot like Jaws from Super Tarts. It's that very heavy, aquatic, salty sea air, ocean air type fragrance. You get a little bit of the berries. In Jaws, there is plum and pear. So you get this kind of subtle fruit notes to it. But this is very much a fresh, aquatic type scent, and I think it smells so much like Jaws from Super Tarts. If you guys have that, and if you've tried Jaws, I'd be curious to see what you think. She sells Seashells. This is fresh ozone, sea breeze, ocean waters, and a hint of coconut. This is really pretty. To me, it's like a coconut body care or a coconut sunscreen type of fragrance. And then my last little scent shot here is Partners in Wine. Wine cellar type and fresh blackberries. This is really, really nice. You definitely get the wine cellar. It's very reminiscent to Bath & Body Works type. If you've had the cellar from the Candle Nurse, if you've had wine cellar from Destination Wax, very similar type of fragrance. But with this one, you really get the blackberry. Now, Erica's blackberry to me is a much deeper blackberry. It's not super fresh. I get a lot of dark berry notes to her blackberry. It almost leans more plum to me sometimes than just blackberry. So good though. I am really excited to melt that one. So those are all of the little scent shots. Then I'll move on to clamshells. I only have a few clamshells as of right now, but her last pre-order, she had a lot of clamshells offered, and so my next second and spruce order is, I think, all clamshells. So I will definitely increase my clamshell collection. But first up, I have almond macaron, or macaroon, I don't know how to appropriately say it. Almond, amaretto, vanilla, and sugar. I believe Summer Michelle gifted this one to me. And this is very strong on the almond. Nice almond bakery type scent. I get some of that amaretto. This is really pretty bakery for any time of year, really. That would be appropriate. Pink Moon Milk and Cookies. Pink sugar, cashmere cream, roasted pine cones, and milk and cookies. This, I get a lot of the pine cone, which I absolutely love. I'm getting a little bit of the pink sugar, not so much the cashmere, not so much the milk and cookies, but we'll see how that does on warm and if those other notes come out, but I get a lot of the pine cone and a lot of the pink sugar in that one. And then my last clamshell is Iced Vanilla Woods. This is the Bath & Body Works type. Vanilla, lavender, smoky, woodsy, and musk. I have fallen in love with Iced Vanilla Woods the last few years. It is just such a beautiful, fresh kind of cologne, masculine sort of fragrance to me. I love it on its own. I love it blended. Really excited to melt this coming winter season. Next, I will do tubs. I've got tubs, shapes, and quite a horde of mini souffles here. So let's do tubs. I have a variety of tubs in this older container, this older packaging. So these are definitely the ones I need to get through first. They're just not as sturdy. See, this lid's even kind of coming off, but they're just not as sturdy as her newer ones. But this one is Christmas on Spruce. This is holiday wreath, festive berries, sugar cookies, and a hint of warm fireplace. To me, this one is very reminiscent of Christmas at Santa's from Sassy Girl Aroma, Holiday from Teddy B's. It is that type of fragrance. So if you've had either of those, I think this is pretty much the same scent, very similar. Love this fragrance so much. Perfect for the holidays. So this one is definitely going into my Christmas melting basket. Smoked eggnog. Eggnog Mala Fireside Smoked Vanilla. I've had this one in the past, and this was one of my freebies from Erica when she did a freebie kind of giveaway in her, was it the Wax Roadshow pre-order? She gave everybody something for free. This one was mine, which was so incredibly sweet, and it just shows how much she pays attention because she picked a scent that I had talked about a lot and knew that I would love. I love this. Her eggnog is exceptional. It is the best eggnog I have ever tried. I need to keep that out for my Christmas melting basket as well, but such a beautiful eggnog with kind of like a smoked vanilla hint to it. London Fog. This is Earl Grey tea, lavender, and vanilla. So pretty. Definitely get a lot of the tea. Very strong tea fragrance. For some reason, I melt tea a lot in like February, March, April. I think it's kind of a nice Valentine's Day time scent profile, but also moving into spring. I don't get a ton of the lavender or vanilla from this. I get a lot of the Earl Grey tea. This smells like it's gonna be so strong, a powerhouse. If you like tea, I would definitely recommend that one. Iced Winter Woods, fir needles, iced vanilla woods, roasted pine cone, and mallow. Fireside, what is not to love about this? Definitely hoping to melt this in January or February this year. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you get a lot of the roasted pine cone, but I am getting the iced vanilla woods. It just adds a freshness. The fir needles I'm picking out too, because I'm getting more of a sharp tree note than just the roasted pine cone. Oh, I cannot wait to warm this one, you guys. This was fun, and I'm glad that I kind of remembered that I hadn't done this collection yet, because for one, I was surprised when I pulled everything out how much Second and Spruce I had. I'm really, really surprised. But also some of these I haven't smelled in a while, and so it's nice to be able to refresh my memory about what some of these scents are like. I've got 2 tubs of Vanilla Snowflake, one of my favorite scents of all time. Frozen vanilla, winter spearmint, coconut flakes, and a hint of iced fir needles. So this is the Bath and Body Works type, and Erica nails it. She nails it so well. It is a very creamy vanilla, slight hints of mint, slight hints of coconut. To me, this just makes your house almost feel like the air is chilled. It is one of my favorites. I melted a tub of this last winter, and when I tell you, I made the mistake of putting the whole tub throughout my house, about near killed myself with how strong this was. So I've learned since last year that less is more with Second and Spruce, and not to go overboard with it, because you will literally drown yourself out of the house. But that's an amazing dupe if you enjoy the Bath and Body Works one. So then now we get into the newer tubs. So the packaging is a little sturdier, which I prefer these for sure. This is I Know, raspberry jam, vanilla cream cake, and buttercream. I think we all know how great her raspberry is. And it is. You get a lot of the raspberry, hints of bakery, but it's mainly that sweet raspberry that comes through. Super, super pretty. You Ate My Sandwich. This is brown bag lunch, raspberry jam, peanut butter, fresh baked bread, and pretzel. I almost should put this in my Thanksgiving melting basket, because You Ate My Sandwich is a reference to Friends. This is from the Friends collection, and Ross had a leftover Thanksgiving sandwich with like the stuffing, the turkey, cranberry was all layered, and somebody at work ate his sandwich. And so even though it doesn't scream by the scent notes that it's a fall type fragrance, it just makes me think of Thanksgiving. This is really nice. Definitely still raspberry heavy, but I get some of the peanut butter. I get more of those bakery type notes as well. Really pretty blend. I have 2 tubs in Wasted Away in What the Melon Ritaville. I can smell this scent from here. This is a potent fragrance. So this is What the Melon Rita mixed with key lime pie. And What the Melon Rita is muddled watermelon, lime margarita, and sugar. This is really nice. And I mean, it is watermelon, but you get a lot of the sugar, you get some of the lime. It reminds me of a cocktail that you would make in the summertime. Really, the picture that she has on here is very descriptive to me of what this scent smells like. It is a lime watermelon sugary cocktail. Like you have a frozen watermelon margarita or something like that. So good. Why I bought 2 tubs, I'll never know. I have been steering away from the bigger sizes with her wax because you just don't need near as much. Holiday Armadillo, roasted pine cone, Palo Santo, Malo Fireside, smoked vanilla, and sugar cookies. Oh, very, very heavy roasted pine cone. You get the sugar cookie, the creaminess from the marshmallow fireside, but it is a smoky, heavy roasted pine cone. So nice. I should put that in my Christmas melting basket as well. Raspberry milk and cookies. This is milk and cookies layered with raspberry jam. So I've talked about her raspberry a few times now, but her milk and cookies is the best I've ever had. A lot of milk and cookies I found from other vendors, not everybody, but they're in general a little bit on the lighter side, not with hers. Hers, you really get the nice crunchy cookie. It is so good. Yeah, the top is definitely the milk and cookies, and then the bottom here is the raspberry. Such a beautiful blend, and I have a lot of her milk and cookies in the soufflés, but a scent from her that I highly recommend. 2 tubs in Cola Pop. This is Cola Vanilla Cake Pops, Cake Batter Ice Cream, and Waffle Cone. When I saw she was offering this, I knew I had to have it. I love cola scents, and in particular, I love cola mixed with bakery. One of my favorite combinations, and I don't see too many vendors doing scents like this. So when she was doing this fragrance, I jumped on it. And you guys, this one does not disappoint. If you are a cola lover, oh my gosh. I mean, it smells like you opened a can of Coca-Cola, like you're making a Coca-Cola cake. You've got kind of the vanilla cake batter notes, but you have that freshly opened can of Coke. So good. Honestly, I melt scents like this all year round, but definitely a summertime fragrance. And then the last of the tubs, I got 2 of Richard's Mustache. So this one is totally up my alley. Shaving cream, Malo Fireside, toasted mallow, and salty sea air. I mean, I love Malo Fireside, toasted mallow, but shaving cream and salty sea air both are 2 of my top favorite scent notes in general. So when this one was offered, I knew it was a must. And to me, this really, really reminds me of Bonfire Beach from Scentsy. That's the vibe that I get from this, where you're getting a toasted mallow on the beach. You get a lot of the salty sea air. I really am not getting much shaving cream at all at the moment with this. We'll see on warm, but to me, this smells like Bonfire Beach. It smells fantastic. Bonfire Beach is one of my favorite Scentsy bars ever, so excited to have a couple of those. Next, let's get into the shapes that I have. So I've got 2 bags of Tipsy Gingerbread Man, and then I also have a mini loaf, so I'll show that quickly when we get there, but this is one of my top favorite scents from her. It is unbelievable. I'm so glad we're getting close to Christmas where I could melt this. Gingerbread cookies, eggnog, frosted sugar cookies. Oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, it's the eggnog, I think, that really makes this blend as good as it is. You get the gingerbread, but it's nothing super spicy. It is a creamy, cozy, warm holiday blend. So excited for that. And one of these is definitely going into my Christmas melting basket. Thanksgiving stretchy pans. Pumpkin pie, apple pie, pecans, sugar cookies, salted caramel, brown sugar, and mallow fluff. Perfect Thanksgiving scent. It really is like you're at the dessert table on Thanksgiving Day. You have all these options in front of you, and it is just the most decadent, bakery, warm Thanksgiving fragrance. Definitely going to be melting that on Thanksgiving Day this year. I have a mystery melt, which I thought was really fun from her. To me, this is like a hot cocoa type scent, so I'll probably melt this coming winter. My one lone cake bite that I have is an I Love Fonzie, Tobacco Palo Santo, Smoky Embers, and Smoked Vanilla. This is one that I got a cake bite of instead of a mini loaf at the time because I was afraid of the tobacco. And I have to say, I love the thought of these bags and just the whole aesthetic of how she did these. This is so good. You have to like smoky scents to, I think, appreciate this. But this is a warm, cozy, library type smoky fragrance. The tobacco is not too strong. It's present, but it's not in your face. I get more of the smoky embers, the smoked vanilla, and the tobacco and the palo in the background. Such a pretty blend. That would be a really great one to melt during the winter time. See, like I said, this is good for me to, you know, share my collection and get caught up, but to see what I have. I have 3 of her little scent shots and various buttercream. So gingerbread buttercream, eggnog buttercream, and peppermint buttercream. So the idea was that you could mix these with milk and cookies and make your own blends, which is really, really fun. So I have those. Pumpkin pie sundae. This is pumpkin pie ice cream, rich pie crust, cinnamon, sugar, drizzle, and whipped cream. Yeah, you really get a lot of like the vanilla to this. It is pumpkin for sure, but you get the creamy, the whipped cream, the ice cream, the sugar. This is a very, very sweet pumpkin fragrance. And I'm not a huge pumpkin person, but I do really like this one. I'm excited to melt that. This beautiful snowflake shape of Christmas jumper and apple cider donut. So 2 different colors here. This is sweater weather, apple cider, vanilla, and apple cider donuts. This to me, at the moment, smells mainly like sweater weather, which I don't hate because I love sweater weather, but I'm hoping that the other notes, the apple, comes out a little bit more on warm, but very pretty. And then my last shape is Coconut Beach Party Milk and Cookies. Coconut cream, toasted coconut cookies, beach party, and milk and cookies. Okay, her beach nights, which is her beach party, is an amazing beach nights blend. Then you have the coconut milk and cookies part of this. If you guys have not tried coconut milk and cookies on its own, I could not recommend that scent enough. It is probably my #1 favorite coconut scent of all time. It is that good. The combination of the coconut milk and cookies with the beach nights, this is such a beautiful summertime blend. You get that beautiful summer bakery, but you get the beach nights in this, or not the beach nights, you get the beautiful beach nights, but then you get the bakery notes to it as well. So if you want a good summertime bakery scent, I would highly, highly recommend them. Okay, but those are it for the shapes. And now we will get into the large amount of mini loaves that I have. First up, we have Ozzy Posborn's Sweet Shop plus Coconut Cream Pie. This one is strawberry pound cake, toasted coconut, mallow fluff, and coconut cream pie. And I think Ozzy Posborn is April Lee's blend, and then I think this is added coconut cream pie, if I remember right. This one's really nice. Definitely get a lot of the strawberry pound cake right off the bat. The coconut is there, and I get this creamy coconut kind of base to this blend, but the strawberry pound cake comes out quite a bit. So I'm curious how this one is going to do on warm and if more of the coconut comes out. Summer PJs, White Clouds, Coconut Milk, Sugared Citrus, and Ocean Mist. I really enjoy White Clouds in blends. I don't feel like I see it all that often, but White Clouds is such a nice laundry scent without being overly laundry, if you know what I mean. It's clean, it's fresh, it is a great spring cleaning, summer fragrance, deep cleaning your house. You know, your windows are open, you've cooked something in the kitchen that you kind of want to air out. It is a perfect scent for that. Pumpkin Beach Party. This is Beach Party Pumpkin Frosting and Creamy Pumpkin. I love this one. Really excited to be able to melt it. Like I mentioned earlier, her Beach Nights is so good. It's so creamy. Then you get that beautiful pumpkin. This is a great transitional scent if you're looking for something to transition from summer to fall. This would be a perfect option. Snow Angel. This is Vanilla Snowflake, Angel Food Cake, Sweet Lavender, and a hint of Vanilla Balsam. I am so excited for this one. Very much am looking forward to melting this coming winter. I mentioned Vanilla Snowflake already, but you get the balsam, you get this lavender. Oh, it is so pretty. Like this one quite a bit on cold. Definitely need to like Vanilla Snowflake to really like this one though. It is very much a Vanilla Snowflake heavy fragrance. Salty When Wet. This is Fresh Rain, Salty Sea Air, and Fresh Berries. I love the picture of the angry cloud on there. You definitely get a lot of the salty sea air and the berries in this. I don't get a ton of the rain. It's mainly salty sea air at the moment, but maybe that rain will come out a little more on warm. So that was Salty When Wet. Ghostly Goodies, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Candy Corn Cupcakes, Toasted Mallow, and Sugar Cookies. I love this one. To me, you definitely get, you know, your traditional pumpkin pecan waffle, but I get a lot of the candy corn, and I love candy corn fragrances. I love how sweet candy corn comes off in bakery. To me, candy corn is like the sweetest vanilla you can get, and I think it really stands out in blends, and I enjoy that. So definitely excited to melt this one if you're looking for like an extra sweet pumpkin pecan waffles. That one's definitely a winner. Damn the Jellyfish, Summer Scoop, Kettle Corn, Jelly Donut, and Raspberry Jam. This one I have double bagged. I don't know why this is the only one I have double bagged. I'm sure there's others here too, but yeah, you definitely get the kettle corn. It is a popcorn. You get the jelly donut. This just reminds me of being a kid. I don't know. It just makes me think of summertime, being a kid. And I don't have anything like this in my collection. This is probably the only blend I have in general that has any sort of popcorn in it at all. So this is really great. I love having unique scents to my collection. This one definitely does that for me. Sugar Plum Fairy Forest. This is plum, dark cherries, sweet oranges, peppery woods, strawberry pound cake, and a pinch of pink sugar. This is very much heavy on the peppery woods. I get a lot of the peppery woods. I get the plum and the cherry, just like a deep fruit fragrance. This has notes of sweet oranges, and I do get a little bit of the orange as well. There's a bit of a citrusy component. Not really thinking I'm getting a lot of the strawberry pound cake or the pink sugar, but kind of the top half of those notes I'm really picking up. Perfect wintertime fragrance, so I might try melting that. That seems like a good February scent. Kind of getting into the candy vibes in that one. All right, next I have two of Where There's Smoke and Palo Santo. This is By the Fireplace, Mala Fireside, Smoked Vanilla, Sugar Cookie, and Palo Santo. While we're talking about that, I have one of Where There's Smoke. So Where There's Smoke, to me, is very much the By the Fireplace type. You get a lot of that added Mala Fireside, the smoked vanilla, but it is a By the Fireplace smoky bakery scent. So you have that, and then you add the Palo Santo. What I would love, I mean, this is amazing, don't get me wrong, and I have melted some of this already, but I would love a Where There's Smoke and roasted pine cone blend, or even, call me crazy, but a Where There's Smoke sampler. I think that would be so lovely, and I bet a lot of people would buy that. I love the added Palo note to this. It just gives it an extra woodsy, kind of deep masculine note. This isn't as present in the Where There's Smoke on its own. Beautiful blends. Love it on its own, love it mixed. Concession Row. This is waffle cone, cake batter ice cream, beignets, kettle corn, and a sugared berry drizzle. This was from the Summer Lovin' sampler. This smells like a sugary, sweet donut. It is that type of fragrance. It almost reminds me a little bit of like Dunk My Donut from Rose Girls. Not to the extreme I think that Dunk My Donut is, but it's that type of fragrance for me. Oh, kettle corn. I don't know why it didn't go off in my brain that this has kettle corn in it. This is very much a warm beignet with a lot of like cinnamon sugar. That's really what I get from this. So interesting kind of what I'm picking up versus what the notes are, but excited to melt that one. I'm excited to melt all of them, let's be honest. me quickly do this one because I've already talked about it, but I do have a mini loaf as well in Tipsy Gingerbread Man, so I am stocked up on that scent. Sunset Beach. This is the Delicia Drenched Charosa 59 type, Toasted Mallow and Ocean Breeze. So the Delicia Drench is a Sol de Janeiro scent. Really beautiful fragrance. And I think that one is made up of like violets. It's a very pretty, sweet, floral type of scent. And that's really what I get from this. A fresh, sweet, perfumey floral. Definitely, probably we need to like violet to like this one. But I love this. And when we got the Summer 11 sampler, it wasn't specified what the scents were, I'm pretty sure. But I was really happy with all of the scents that she picked. I thought this was just such a beautiful fragrance. Beach Party Pooper. This is Beach Nights, Sweet Lavender, Strawberry Pound Cake, Sugar Cookie, Buttercream, and a hint of Strawberry Puree. Look at that little lounge chair. So cute. And I have to say, this is one of the most unique blends that I have to my collection, because you get so much of the strawberry puree, the strawberry pound cake. It is a very sweet strawberry. You get the Beach Nights as well. You do get the lavender. It is a very sweet lavender. I feel like you get every note in this. And I've just never had any other kind of beach night combination like this one. Buttermint Milk and Cookies. This is milk and cookies mixed with buttermint. Was so excited for this one when she was offering it. I've been really into mint lately, just as a whole. And this made me think of Mint to Be Merry from Scentsy, which is a buttermint type fragrance. And I loved that scent so much. Plus, like I mentioned, this has that milk and cookies in it, which I'm really, really enjoying from her. This is stunning. This is a creamy, bakery heavy peppermint. This is perfect for the bedroom for nighttime. Be good in the winter time if you just want some mint, some peppermint. Buttermint has a lot of like vanilla notes to it. So if you like mint, but maybe peppermint can be too sharp for you, this would be the perfect fragrance. Up All Night. This is Marshmallow Fireside, Palo Santo, Roasted Pine Cone, Warm Vanilla Sugar, Pink Sugar, and Cashmere Cream. Does that not sound amazing? And it is. I mean, I get a lot of the roasted pine cone, but I am getting vanilla notes to this as well. Whether it's the warm vanilla sugar, the Marshmallow Fireside, I'm not sure. But I'm getting a lot of vanilla heavy notes mixed with that really pretty roasted pine cone. So that is Up All Night. We have two of Roasty Toasty Eggnog, different packages. So Toasted Mallow, Roasted Pine Cones, Cinnamon Sugar, and Eggnog. This is a really, really pretty scent. I mean, you get the eggnog really strong, you get the roasted pine cones, you get the nice bakery cinnamon sugar. Super pretty and would be great for any time during the winter. All right, this guy, I have 3 mini loaves of Santa's Beach Party. This is one of my absolute favorite scents of all time from Second and Spruce. This one is Beach Party, Marshmallow Fireside, pine boughs, roasted pine cones, and sugar cookies. One of these is definitely going into my Christmas melting basket. This is reminiscent to me to Oath from Sassy Girl Aroma in the ways, I mean, the notes are similar, but in the ways that it is just the beautiful, creamy, kind of salty beach nights. You get the sugar cookies, you're getting this bakery component to this blend, and then you go in with the tree. This is unbelievable. I've melted through this one as well. A few different mini loaves of it at this point, and it is just a classic, staple, favorite scent. I love this so very much. Gotta smell it again. It's just so good. 2 mini loaves in lavender sweet. This is one of my favorite lavenders that I've ever had. So when she offered it the last time, I knew I wanted to pick up multiple of it. This is sweet lavender, vanilla cream, buttercream, sugar cookie, and pie crust. And look at this mini loaf. You get real lavender on top. Oh my gosh. So I'm getting a little bit of the herbalness just because of the decoration here, but this is such a sweet lavender, bakery heavy. This is a lavender that you could use in your bedroom, but I use this lavender throughout my whole entire home. It is a beautiful bakery heavy sweet lavender blend. Love it so much, which is why I picked up 2 of them. Next up we have How You Doin'. Fresh air, oak, cedar, cognac, lemon, vanilla, and amber. This is so good. It kind of makes me wonder if it's a men's cologne fragrance. It is a very fresh, clean men's cologne. Not clean in a laundry way, just fresh. Like it says fresh air, amber, lemon. You're getting a lot of those fresh notes, but with the oak, the cedar, the cognac, it's really pulling kind of body care to me. So I wonder if this is a men's cologne. It is outstanding. So I have one of those. One of flannels and hoodies. This would be the perfect time of year right now to be melting this. Blackberry His Hoodie, which is Ice Vanilla Woods type, and Mallow Fireside Cedarwood Cashmere. I get the cashmere in this one more than some of the other blends from her that have cashmere in it. The cedarwood as well. The Ice Vanilla Woods kind of just gives us a hint of freshness, but that note actually doesn't stand out to me as much. It's mainly the cedarwood, the cashmere. I get hints of that blackberry. Like I mentioned earlier, her blackberry to me is a deeper berry type scent. This one's really pretty. Very pretty if you really like cashmere cedar fragrances. I bet you would really enjoy that one. Catching Z's. We have House Lavender, Coconut Milk, Santal, and Pink Sugar Cookie Bomb. When this one was offered, I thought, what a unique combination of fragrances. I've never seen anything like this put together. Santal, I'm a little bit hit and miss with, and I wasn't sure what her House Lavender was like. If it was more herbal than her sweet lavender, I wasn't sure. This is so pretty. I get a lot of the coconut milk. I get a lot of the Santal. I get a very sweet lavender, not bakery or anything, more body care in a way. But Santal to me is body care leaning. in a lot of ways. I think this is going to be a beautiful bedroom blend. I'm not sure if it's super relaxing to me, but just the combination of the scent smell, so good and very, very unique. Polka Dot Bikini, What the Melon Rita, Salty Sea Air, and Hawaiian Tropic. This was part of the Summer Lovin' sampler. In this, I get a lot of the What the Melon Rita, that lime watermelon margarita, and then I get the Hawaiian Tropic. So just add in that sunscreen fragrance. Perfect summer scent. Smells like you're on vacation at the pool. Layer up with sunscreen and you've got a really fun summer cocktail in hand. Magic Whip, Pineapple Whip, Orange Creamsicle, Coconut Milk, Lemon Sugar, and Waffle Cone Crumbles. This one I was kind of nervous about when I first unpacked this sampler because I am not a big pineapple fan in wax. Orange is not normally my favorite, but I really like this one. One of the reasons I don't normally enjoy pineapple so much is that it's very artificial smelling to me, but this pineapple does not smell like that candied artificial pineapple. It's a fresher pineapple, it's sweet. I get a lot of that orange creamsicle. I get lemon, the lemon sugar definitely stands out in this one to me. As far as like waffle cone crumbles, no, definitely a very heavy fruit scent, but I am excited to melt this on a hot summer day in the summer, or probably 2 hot summer days. I will say a mini loaf, normally I can split a mini loaf in half and do this twice in my open concept, so that will be nice a couple times next summer. Another one from the Summer Lovin' sampler. This is Strawberry Sippin' on Summer, Muddled Strawberries, Sugar, Lemonade, and Ginger Ale. I think Sippin' on Summer is lemonade and ginger ale mixed together. This is really pretty. This is your typical summer fruity fizzy type fragrance. You get the fizziness from the ginger ale. You get the strawberries, really, really sweet, fizzy, fruity fragrance. That one is really nice. And I don't normally love strawberry, but I do like that one. I Take Thee, Rachel, Candied Violets, Wedding Cake, and Buttercream. This, I have to say, was probably one of my favorites from the one collection because of the violets. Oh, this is such a beautiful floral. Violets to me are sweeter in nature because I'm not a floral fan, but they're sweeter in nature. You get the nice bakery notes to this. You definitely have to like floral though, but I would say if you've never been into floral and maybe you want to try floral, I think violet is a perfect one to start with because it's I don't want to say fruity, but it just leans on the sweeter side of florals. This one's super pretty. I think I will definitely melt this one during springtime next year. I love margaritas, lime Rita, pineapple, coconut milk, toasted coconut, sugar, saltwater taffy. Such a fun episode of Friends if you've seen it. This is so authentic to me to a lime Rita. So this lime Rita note, if you've ever had the Anheuser Lime-A-Ritas, they are strong, they are sugary, they are sweet, but they're really good. And this smells so authentic to one of those. I remember the first time I smelled this, I was blown away at something that could be that authentic to an alcoholic beverage. It smells just like a Lime-A-Rita, perfect for the summertime. Coco Cabana Cream Brazilian Crushed Cheirosa 39, shea almond milk, and coconut milk. I've had the Coco Cabana products before from Sol de Janeiro. They're no longer in my collection, but it is a very heavy, kind of foodie coconut. Very bakery heavy, very rich. And that's exactly what this smells like. It is a very coconut milk, milky, bakery heavy, rich coconut type fragrance. Definitely have to like coconut to like a scent like this. It is really pretty, and I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot more in the wax than I did in body care. Body care for me, it was just a little too intense. And I don't know if they ever reformulated this one, but right when it came out, it had like a popcorn note to it. And I feel like they did some reformulating. It had a strong popcorn fragrance to it. And so it just wasn't for me body care wise, but I think home fragrance, that's gonna be great. Milk and cookies. I've talked about this a few times now. Sugar cookies, sugar cookie dough, buttercream, sweet milk, and an extra pinch of sugar. This is a milk and cookies you'll put in your warmers and you're actually going to smell it. So many of them are light from vendors, and it's just the nature of the scent. You really get a great milk and cookies with this. If you like bakery scents, if you want something to be a good blender type scent, I highly, highly recommend that. Strawberry balsam milk and cookies. So this is the milk and cookies mixed with strawberry pound cake and vanilla balsam. I get a lot of the vanilla balsam, hints of the strawberry, hints of the milk and cookies, but that balsam is definitely the forefront runner for this one. I have so many left. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine how long this video is going to be. 21. Lime margarita, mango sorbet, and raspberry jam. Again, you really get that Lime-A-Rita fragrance. I get mango in this. Little wax pieces on this table now. I get the mango very strongly in this. Actually don't get any of the raspberry jam, which is interesting because her raspberry jam I feel like is very strong, and in other blends that I have her raspberry jam in there, it stands out a lot. But for me, I feel like the lime margarita and the mango stand out the most here. So this smells like the mango Lime-A-Ritas. I'm gonna be so excited for next summer because now I'm craving a Lime-A-Rita, and they're really just kind of summer beverages, at least for me. Christmas on Spruce plus Where There's Smoke. So I've actually showed both of these scents already, so I won't go into too many details about it, but this is holiday wreath, festive berries, sugar cookies, hint of fireplace, layered with by the fireplace, mallow fireside, smoked vanilla, and sugar cookies. That is going to be such an amazing combination. My Christmas melting basket is overflowing, so I don't think I'm going to add this to this year's because it's a newer scent to my collection, and I need to get through the older Second and Spruce I have, but I'm tempted to melt this, and maybe I will, but so much wax, so little days to melt it. Fall in love with apple. Fall in love with honey pear cider donuts. So this is kind of like her fall in love is kind of one of her staple scents, and then she pairs these other notes with it to blend and make new combinations. So pumpkin pecan waffles, birthday cake, glazed donuts, cinnamon sugar, and honey pear cider donuts. This one is very strong to me on the honey pear cider. If you like honey pear cider, you would love this. The pumpkin pecan waffles is not too syrupy sweet. Sometimes I find with pumpkin pecan waffles, it could be too much for me, but the honey pear cider kind of donuts stand out a lot in this one. For me, this is a perfect September scent. Fountain of Friends, rain, fresh air, candied melon, wet pavement, light florals, and lush greens. I mean, you had me at wet pavement here. That sounds totally up my alley, just those earthy, dirty, atmospheric type fragrances. The fresh air, the melon is there as well. This is just a very fresh air green type of fragrance. Perfect for the spring. I don't know if I would get anything that I would call wet pavement, but it is just a beautiful spring rain with some light florals. We were on a break. Key lime, lemon curd, pineapple upside down cake, coconut shortbread, graham cracker crust, and vanilla. All of her key lime scents are so fantastic. This one is mainly the key lime and lemon curd. It's still a bag, so I'm not going to pull it out. But from what I remember, it's very heavy key lime and also the lemon curd. I don't remember getting a lot of the pineapple or the coconut from this, but just a great summer scent. And she has an absolutely amazing key lime. Peter Pumpkin Eater, carrot cake, cream cheese frosting, butter pecan ice cream, and pumpkin mallow buttercream. And I actually have Peter. So let me grab Peter really quick and do those together. So Peter's the carrot cake, cream cheese frosting, butter pecan ice cream, and the hint of cinnamon and brown sugar drizzle. Peter is the most authentic carrot cake scent I have ever smelled. It is exceptional. Definitely saving this for next Easter. So this is basically carrot cake mixed with the pumpkin notes. And it is so good. You get kind of that spicy, creamy carrot cake. You get the hints of the pumpkin. I love that I'm getting a lot of cream cheese in this. Sometimes blends like this, the cream cheese or the icing, whatever it is, kind of gets drowned out by the other notes, but I feel like I'm really getting the cream cheese frosting from this. So excited to melt that. I'm excited to melt all of them. I don't know why I'm saying that. Jammin' cookie dough. This is raspberry jam, butter, toast, and sugar cookie dough. This is one of those instances for me where her raspberry jam really takes over the blend. I don't really get a lot of the butter, toast, or the sugar cookie dough from this, but maybe those notes will come out on warm. But for me, this is definitely a heavier raspberry jam. All right, this one, key lime cookies. I think this is my favorite key lime, my new favorite key lime of all time. I went through one of these this summer. Luckily, I have had two of them, so I can save this one for next summer. But this is such an amazing scent. Creamy key lime, sugar cookie dough, buttercream, and graham cracker. I am really picky about key lime scents because I don't love a super tart lime. I want a very creamy key lime. I want the bakery notes to this. I don't want that tart, sharp key lime. This fragrance is everything I could want in a key lime blend. You get the lime. It is not too tart or sharp. It is perfectly balanced. You get all the bakery notes to this. If you like key lime, trust me on this one. Pick this up the next time she offers it. I'm so excited to melt this next summer, and I'm definitely going to grab another one the next time it's on a pre-order list. Bing Missing You, glazed cherries, buttercream, sugar cookies, maraschino cherry drizzle. Probably melt this during February for Valentine's Day. This seems like a good time. This is such a nice cherry fragrance. Oh my gosh. And I am not normally a cherry fan in wax because of how medicinal a lot of cherries come off, but this to me on cold is not medicinal at all. I really get beautiful, sweet, candied cherry. You get the sugar cookie. It is so nice. And I know I'm saying how much I like each of these, and maybe that seems not authentic, but you guys, truly, I have not melted or had a single thing from her that I did not care for. Everything has performed amazing for me. I've loved everything that I've gotten from her for the most part. There were a couple, like a grape one and a root beer one that we got in the Summer 11 sampler that just aren't my scent preference, so I passed those along. But everything I get from her, you guys, I really love it. I really, really do. So this one is Eggnog Milk and Cookies. I've talked about how good both of these scents are on their own, and blended together, nothing short of exceptional. Oh my gosh. So, so good. Lavender Milk and Cookies. House lavender and milk and cookies. Perfect for all over the house. The house lavender is sweet, but it's not as sweet, I feel like, as her sweet lavender. Maybe I'm crazy and making that up in my head, but it feels like a tiny bit more herbal than that. Such a good, calming, relaxing blend. Fireside Chats and Snacks. Malo Fireside, Smoked Vanilla, Palo Santo, and Milk and Cookies. I will say this one to me smells a lot on cold like Where There's Smoke. I get a lot of the same vibes to this one as I do Where There's Smoke. Very similar scent notes. This one might have a little bit more of that smoked vanilla that definitely stands out in this blend to me, but very similar in scent profile to Where There's Smoke. The Whole Bag. Brown bag lunch, raspberry jam, peanut butter, fresh baked bread, mixed with milk and cookies. This one's very much raspberry jam and peanut butter heavy to me. Don't really get the bread or the cookies, but I'm sure those will come out unwarm. Love the name and the idea of that one. Pumpkin Milk and Cookies, pumpkin cupcakes, pumpkin buttercream, pumpkin roll, and milk and cookies. I'll have to put this one in my November melting basket. Oh, this is so good. You really get a heavy, sweet bakery pumpkin with like a cream cheese inside, like a pumpkin roll or something where you're getting the cream cheese notes as well. This is so good. It just is perfect for October, November, just a fall bakery cozy staple. Even something like this would be great during Christmas time. We eat pumpkin roll a lot at Christmas time, so that's what this kind of gives me, is a pumpkin roll type feel. Dark Nights. This is definitely one of her very popular blends. This is the second mini loaf I've had of it. Palo Santo, Malo Fireside, Vanilla Bean Malo, and Blackberry. This is blackberry heavy. It is a deep, sultry, dark blackberry. You get the Palo with it. It is such a good nighttime blend, like it says, you know, Dark Nights. I could see this being just a a sultry, sexy kind of bedroom type fragrance. No suds, no save, fresh laundry, blackberry lemonade, sugar, and vanilla. This is one of the laundries that I can do. It definitely is a laundry scent, but you get a lot of the blackberry lemonade, the sugar. You get kind of a fizzy, fruity fragrance. I'm not saying they're the same scent, but it reminds me a lot of Mama's Family from Super Tarts. If you've had that, that is like blackberry and laundry, where the fruit and the other notes are so strong, it tones down the laundry. These are the type of laundry fragrances I really like because I like the clean, fresh notes, but you aren't getting a headache from how strong the laundry part of it is, if that makes sense. Good for any time of year. Smelly Cat, Juicy Peach, Waffle Cone, Vanilla Ice Cream, and Birthday Cake. I think this is the only peach scent I have from her shop. This is double bagged. Let me get it out. Sorry for all the crinkling. Oh yeah, it's so good. The peach in this is very much peach rings to me. I really get that like candied peach fragrance. So if you know what I'm talking about, it's not a fresh peach, it's more of a candied peach. Very, very pretty. I know that some people really struggle with peach. I don't get the cat pee type of scent that other people do. But I have not seen anybody say that smells like cat pee, especially because it's more of a candied peach. I feel like you might be safe with that one. Girlfriends, matcha, chamomile, sweet lavender, lemonade, and creamy vanilla. This one you definitely get the matcha, the chamomile. It is a very soothing, cozy, almost spa-like scent in a way. Very fresh. This to me would be perfect for like a bathroom. Just a very fresh kind of matcha chamomile spa type of fragrance. NYC Nights, Crisp Apple, Mallow Fireside, Toasted Mallow, Pretzel, and Bakery Air. This is a really nice bakery scent. You get a lot of the apple. If you like apple and if you like bakery, it's a really good one. A lot of these here are double bagged. This one is Santa is for real. This is definitely going into my Christmas melting basket. Milk and cookies and a subtle hint of fir needles. I would say it's not subtle per se. Let me take it out of the double bag because I'm gonna hopefully melt this one here soon. But I think the fir is strong. Yeah, I get a lot of the fir needles, but I also get a lot of the milk and cookies. So if you're looking for a tree scent that's not super sharp, or you're kind of figuring out if tree is for you, something like this would be really good because the milk and cookies is strong. Pumpkin hand pie. This is pumpkin pie filling, fried dough, and flaky crust. This is just a classic pumpkin pie type fragrance. You get the crust, you get those nice bakery notes to this. So good, and it's in my November melting basket. Autumn Kitchen, falling leaves, rich pie crust, a dash of cinnamon and sugar. Definitely get a lot of the pie crust. You get the fall leaves. It's that kind of typical Bath and Body Works type. It's like you're getting the fall vibes outside but you're getting the bakery notes, the cinnamon, sugar, the pie crust, like you're baking something delicious inside. Christmas on 2nd, applewood, fir garland, candied orange, cranberry, and a hint of holiday spices. This reminds me of just your quintessential holiday fragrance. Like you have a tree in the house, you have a simmer pot on the stove, you go into like a Michael's craft store during Christmas time. It is those warm spices, the tree, the hints of the fruit. This is just your classic Christmas scent. This is beautiful. And lastly, I have Mermaids in Montauk. This one was so kindly sent to me from Summer. This is rosemary mint, salty sea air, and toasted mallow and vanilla bean noel. I love this one. I melted it, the one that I had from the One collection. And then, let me back up. I bought the one from the One collection. Then from the Wax Roadshow, she offered this again, and I didn't pick another one up because I had a mini loaf of it and I hadn't melted it yet. Well, I melted this summer and absolutely fell in love with it. I mean, it is good on cold, but it comes to life on warm. It is such a fresh, beautiful, salty sea air, rosemary mint type scent. Oh my gosh. Love this one so much. You have to like rosemary mint. You have to like salty sea air, but if you like those fragrances, I think you would really enjoy this one. So I was bummed that I didn't pick it up, and lo and behold, Summer sent me one, which just goes to show how kind of a person Summer is, that she would part with hers so that I could have it. So Summer, if you are watching, if you made it this far in this video, thank you so very much. That is my second in Spruce collection. I have to say it is bigger than I anticipated it being, but I have a lot of amazing scents from her. Like I said, she is a top favorite vendor of mine. I do need to make an effort on melting some of her wax here. My problem when it comes to Second and Spruce and Teddy Bees is that I only want to melt that wax on the weekend or days where I'm home because I feel like I'm wasting it. A lot of times I don't put wax into my warmers until, 4 or so in the afternoon when I come home from work. So something like this, I don't want to only smell for 3 or 4 hours. I want to smell it all day long. And so I tend to save it for the weekends. Well, there's only so many days that you're home all day. And so I find myself not getting through it as fast as I can get through like other vendors' wax. So I might have to change my mindset a little bit and just use it and enjoy it, even if I'm only going to be around it for a few hours. So we will see if my perspective changes here. But that is everything I have to share with you guys today. That is my Second and Spruce collection. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I have, and I will see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye.